Hi friends, my name is Aqil Ahmed, and in this particular video tutorial I will show you how to skip rows in flat file in SSIS. So this is my profile. I have 13 plus years of experience on Microsoft technologies. So the agenda of today's video tutorial is how to skip rows in flat file in SSIS. So let's jump to the demo. I got a flat file email_info.csv, and for example if I open this particular file, then we got 1000 records in this particular file. So let me just try to load this file into the SQL Server using SSIS. So first of all, let me just drag and drop the data flow task into the control flow window, and then I can configure the data flow task. Because we are going to read the data from a CSV file, so we will be using the flat file source. So we can configure the flat file source. We need to create a connection to the CSV file. I can call this as flat file, and then I can browse the file. I can select the file type to CSV, select the file name, click open. And now if you click on preview, so you can see that data looks good here. So I can click OK. Now I just need to use the OLEDB destination to write the data into a SQL Server table. So I got a SQL Server 2019 Developer Edition installed on my machine, and in the SSIS database I will be creating a new table for this email info CSV file. So let me just connect the flat file source with the OLEDB destination and then configure the OLEDB destination. I can click new to create new connection, and I already have a connection in the SSIS database, so I can select this connection and then I can click on OK. And now from the data access mode, I need to select table or view fast load so that it can bulk insert the data into the SQL Server table. And right now, because I don't have the table already created, so I can click new to create a new table, and it will decide based on the flat file connection metadata, like what data type to use. So I won't change this for now. This looks good to me, and I can just give a name to the SQL Server table. So I will call my SQL Server table as email_info. This is the same name of the CSV file as well. So I can click OK, and then I can check mappings to make sure that all the input columns have been mapped with the destination column. So this seems good. I can click OK. And now if I execute the SSIS package, then it should load 1000 records from flat file to the SQL Server table. So you can see till here it looks good to me, and I can go back to the SQL Server, and if I refresh the table, then I should see a email_info table. So you can see that there is a email_info table. So let me select the data from this particular table. So you can see that 1000 records are imported to this particular table. So this seems good. Now suppose someone deleted some data from this particular table, or if there is any other case. So let me just try to delete 500 records from this table, because ID is a unique key in this particular table and it is incremented by 1. So I think I can just delete the last 500 records from this table. So I can just execute this query. So it deleted 500 records. So if I check the data now from the SQL Server table, so it has only the first 500 records. Okay. So now what I will do, I will load just 500 records from the CSV file. So suppose if you want to skip some of the rows from the CSV file and want to just load some of the records, then I think you can use this method. So you can go back to the SSIS package, and I can just stop execution of the SSIS package. And if you right click and go to the properties of the flat file connection manager, then there is an option here, header rows to skip. So by default it will skip 0 rows, means it will insert all data. But suppose if you want to skip first 500 records, then you can put 500 here, and now it will skip the first 500 records from the CSV file. So now let me just save the SSIS package and click on start button so that it can execute the SSIS package, and it should load just 500 records. So you can see that it loaded only the 500 rows. And now I can go back to the SSMS, and then I can just try to select the data again from the SQL Server table. So now you can see that we got the 1000 rows in the SQL Server table, and if you see that after 500 rows there should be more rows from the CSV file. So you can see that till here the data was before running the SSIS package second time, and after 500 IDs rest of the 500 records got inserted. So I think this seems good. So you can use this method to skip the rows from the CSV file while loading through SSIS package. Suppose if you want to pass this particular value, like how many rows to skip through a SSIS variable as well, then you can click on the expressions and go here. So there is a property data rows to skip. So you can use this property and you can pass the value from the SSIS variable here. So you can set that value outside of the SSIS package as well. So I think this is a good property that if in case we got some kind of requirement, then we can do this thing. Yeah, so that's it for today's video. Thank you guys for watching the video, and if you like the video, then please click the like button. Do subscribe to our channel, press the bell icon and click on all so that you will be notified every time I upload a new video. Thank you so much.